Of course, this situation has once again put the spotlight on Speaker McCarthy. Questions about whether or not he is the right person to unite the GOP at a time when the party remains extremely divided. Yes, it's only a small number of lawmakers who are opposing this within the House, GOP lawmakers within the House. But still, though, the fractured GOP party. Do you think Speaker McCarthy is the right person for this job?
Yeah, Speaker McCarthy has the support of the vast majority of us. Frankly, I don't think there's anybody else that could do a better job. There are people that are stuck ideologically in a place, and actually in a place where sometimes, well, a lot of times actually are voting with the Democrats. And so that to me is a little weird, you're ideologically supposed to be a Republican and this really staunch conservative, and yet you find yourself voting with the party that you say that is leading the country into the depths of destruction. So I don't really get it sometimes. I understand that they're principled, et cetera, but at the end of the day, a government shutdown serves nobody. It saves no money whatsoever. So anybody coming out and telling the American people, I'm here to save the government and all that, or the American people from this runaway government, well, you're not going to save any money by shutting it down. You're just hurting the very constituents that you claim to be representing. And so the vast majority of us understand that. And the vast majority of us on the Republican side, only the Republicans are looking to cut spending. Only the Republicans are looking to start to reduce the deficit and reducing our debt. It's not the Democrats that are doing that. And so the fact that these, 4 or 5 are holding us up is unfortunate. But when you have a slim majority, then 4 or 5, can, basically stop the wheels of the majority. That's been very, very frustrating to the majority of us in the party.
Congressman, there's also been a lot of questions asked just about this group, the far-right group, what exactly the influence they could have on the party going forward, how that could potentially reshape the GOP as we look out even beyond 2024. I'm curious, just from your perspective, what do you see as the future of the GOP party?
I think the future of the GOP party lies with the 98% of us that are united in what we want to do. The far right doesn't understand that the majority is actually made in the middle. And maybe they do understand that. I don't know. Look, the majority makers are actually made in New York and California, and those districts which can go either to the Democrats or to the Republicans. On the Republican districts, any Republican will win. On the Democrat district, any Democrat will win. It's those districts in the middle that determine the majority. And in the House of Representatives, the majority is everything. As a matter of fact, the majority is the only thing. And so if somehow they feel that you're going to reshape the GOP or the Republican Party, they're mistaken, because you can't win where their ideology in those districts in the middle, in states like California and New York. You have to have the right Republican candidates that you can agree with 90% of the time. And I think I'd rather have somebody that I can agree with 90% of the time than somebody I agree with 0% of the time. And so we need to get to that realization that we need to protect everybody, all of our seats, because we have such a narrow majority, and we must remain in power. We must maintain the majority in 2024 if we actually want the agenda that most of us want for America.